So maybe you decided to buy a new Honda CRV EXL, or you're thinking about it. Let's go through a couple quick things on the car. First, car has remote start. To use it, always press the lock button first, and then you'll press and hold this for a couple seconds, and it'll fire up your car for you. So let's walk over the car. Car just fired up for me. Then I got my key on me, and I'll be able to just grab the door handle. It'll unlock for me and let me in. When I get in and shut my door handle, it's gonna ask me, well, one, to put my seatbelt on, which I guess I'll do for the sake of this, if I can do it one-handed. And then it's gonna ask me to do that. Put my foot on the brake and press the start pedal, just acknowledge the keys in here. So bam, now it's gonna turn on all the rest of the electronics of the car. So while it's doing that, I'm gonna walk you through a couple things in your brand new car, or if you're shopping, some things to consider. It does have auto windows, so power windows, power locks, powered mirrors, all that stuff is right here. On the EXL model, you'll notice it does have the memory seating. So I've got 1 and 2 settings for both keys on my car, and you'll also notice on the back of your key, there's a 1 or a 2. Over here, you'll see some different buttons I can do to turn on and off some different safety features. So the first one you'll see right here is my road departure mitigation. This is for my trunk release. Down here, you'll see my frontal collision warning system and collision mitigated braking, and then vehicle stability assist, which works along with my traction control in case I didn't want to do that. I wanted to turn it off. The only time you turn this off is if you wanted to spin your tires, maybe you're stuck in the mud and you're trying to spin them to get it out. Jumping over to the steering wheel. On here, you'll notice my volume controls. I really like this about the CRV. I can drag my finger up it and down it, or I can tap, so it's kind of a nice feature that this car offers. As far as the I button right here, this will change up in the screen. When I press it, it'll toggle through some different screens for me. My alertness monitor, if I wanted to check my oil life, I can select the inner button on here and go to whatever feature I want. So I'm pressing the I again, and then I'm jumping around to music. Now it'll switch over to any music I have, which there's no Bluetooth connection right now in this brand new car. Switch over to phone, same thing. So on here, you'll notice a couple other things. If I was listening to music, this will allow me to jump tracks, things like that, jump between FM, AM, some different settings like that. As far as Bluetooth settings, to answer my phone call, to hang up a phone call, to place voice commands for call so-and-so. You can also use this in the sense that if you have it connected up with like an iPhone, you can press and hold until you hear the beep for Siri, and use Siri to do anything also, so it's kind of nice setting too. If you have all Apple CarPlay set up, same thing. You can use this, press and hold, and when Siri comes on, ask her to do whatever you like, and then you have tons of options. Over on this side of the steering wheel, so we're gonna see some different things that are a little bit unique to cars in the last year. This first button, the main button, when I turn this on, you'll see that ACC and LKAS come on. That stands for Adaptive Cruise Control and Lane Keep Assist. Now, Lane Keep Assist is right here. When I tap that, I'm gonna see this come on. When that lights up solid, which it'll do so after 45 miles an hour, and it needs to be reading the road. When it reads the road, then it's gonna fill in solid. What that means is now your Lane Keep Assist is working. If you start to veer out of your lane, it's gonna correct for you and keep your new lane. Jump back down here and show you a couple things. When I get going and I wanna set my cruise control, I'd press set to set it. Once I have it set, then I would come up here and I would set the distance between me and the car in front of me. And you'll see the distance is changing. When it's acknowledging that there's a car in front of you, where that dotted line is that keeps changing right now, you'll see a vehicle show up on Econ for one, so just know that. So that's how this system works also. Jump over here to the touchscreen. I'm gonna go to the home button real quick. Big, impressive, important part. The car has a volume knob, and a lot of people wanted that power on and off right there for your audio. Audio-wise, I'm gonna show you some quick options that you have in the car. All you gotta do is press source. Let me get out of this real quick here. Press sources, give me all my options. I've got FM, AM, 90 days of satellite radio standard in the car. USBs, anything with an I, I'll pretty much plug in and play. The Bluetooth, I always recommend using this over Pandora. If you listen to Pandora, I recommend this only because if you use the Pandora button, it locks up your phone, and if you're waiting on a text or an important email that had a date, an address, or something like that to where you're going in it, you won't be able to get to it. So I recommend this over that. Down here, you're gonna see your volume or your AC controls. So this will jump around up there. You'll see I have it synced right now. If I want to unsync it, I can, and then I can change 67, 69 over there, and 63, so you can see I'm changing my temperatures. Airspeed is right here. Climate control, if I want to pull it up on the screen, I can pull it up on the screen and do it there also. My heated seats are down here. 3 most common buttons I have questions about are going to be right next. Parking brake, to use it, put my foot on the brake, pull up, that sets the parking brake. To release the parking brake, put my foot on it, press down, that turns it off. Brake hold, gotta have my seatbelt on to use this feature, so just be aware of that. It's for stop and go traffic. If I'm stopping and going, I can press this, it'll turn it on when I come to a complete stop in my traffic. If I let my foot off the brake, it'll hold the brake for me. When I want to start and moving again, I can just press the gas, it'll acknowledge that I'm doing so, and release and allow me to go. The Econ button, anytime I press this button, you'll see a leaf come on up here in your dash. That'll improve the gas mileage of the car. How that works is it's going to shut down some of the electrical systems in the front end of the car. You're going to notice it's going to dampen a couple things. Your AC unit, if you have it on full blast, isn't going to blow as hard. Your accelerator, if you smash it forward, not going to take off and go quite as fast. So just be aware of that. I do have a power outlet right here, Inside of here, you can see where you can plug in for Apple CarPlay with the phone right there. I've got another USB to plug into and another power outlet. On here, if I can do this without making everybody dizzy, I'll switch this out again and show you. You can flip it around to a couple different settings to where now I have a shelf that covers that area if I had something in it I wanted to keep hidden, or I can remove this out, pull it out, flip it around, put this back in my center console, and now I can fit a tissue box in there if I keep tissues in my car, or if I just want to be able to put my purse down in there, I could do that also. Other than that, new car stuff. I've got auto dimming mirror. I've got home link on the EXL model. I have a sunglasses holder / keep an eye on the crazy guy in the back, or me. Hey there. And then of course I have a moonroof up there, and then leather standard in the car, along with the wood grain finish. You see the black dash top to prevent glare, things like that. So if you have any questions about the car, feel free to comment in the section below, or feel free to email me, letter J, and then my last name Fuller, JFULLER @howdyhonda.com, or you can always give me a call, 512-443-4300. Hope this helps. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks.